A social media post was made by Abilene ISD Superintendent Dr. John Kuhn on Friday, talking about how people were demonizing his teachers. I'm Brenna Gibbons, and I sat down with Dr. Kuhn to talk about the situation.
The poster that posted it, the commenters that grabbed their pitchforks and their torches and came after my high school English teachers in my school district, they were out of line. And apparently nobody else is going to stick up for teachers in this country. Apparently nobody else has the courage to do it. But if I lose my job, I don't care. I will stick up for these people.
Dr. Kuhn told us that he was trying to protect his teachers with the post.
The original poster alleged that by assigning this award-winning book to these children, that the teachers were grooming them for potential pedophiles. That makes people hate them, and it puts them in actual physical danger.
Dr. Kuhn told us that the teachers were called evil and demons online. He says he will not just sit back and let people talk about his teachers this way. We got an email from a concerned parent about Dr. Kuhn's post saying they were worried about misrepresentation of parents' concerns. They said, no concerned parent who spoke out called teachers demons. This inflammatory language unfairly paints concerned parents as extremists and distracts from the legitimate issue, age-appropriate material being assigned to children without proper context or parental awareness. What are your thoughts on that?
I think that's a misdirection. I wasn't responding to a concerned parent that didn't call my teachers demons. I was responding to a poster on Facebook who called my teachers demons in all capital letters. That's who I was responding to, so that's why I talked about it, right? Makes perfect sense. This person didn't want me responding to that attack on my teachers. I don't know why I wouldn't tell the world that even though this person published online for everyone to see that Abilene ISD teachers are demons, that I wouldn't come out and say, no, they're not. Why would I not address that?
One of the biggest concerns from parents was about a reading material from the book Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close. Parents believed the passage was not age appropriate for a freshman honors English class. Dr. Kuhn says he addressed this concern and that although there was some adult language in the book, it was rated for children ages 14 and up.
If you post something on Facebook, you don't really get to get mad that somebody responds on Facebook because you took it to the court of public opinion. You didn't pick up the phone and call the principal and say, hey, I've got a concern about this book. And let the principal say, well, we actually have a policy. If you've got a concern about a book, we'll give your child an alternate reading. That's our policy. And that's what we do if you pick up the phone. These folks that all got their pitchforks out and came after my teachers, they want a defenseless target. And whether I'm in Abilene ISD, whether I'm in another ISD, my teachers won't be defenseless targets. Nobody else may speak up, and it may be out of line. I may get fired, but I will guarantee you I'll walk out of this career with my head held high at the end.
To read Dr. Kuhn's full post, visit our website at KTXS.com. And to watch that full interview, check out our YouTube channel. KTXS has been bringing you coverage since Monday, talking about a post that Abilene ISD Superintendent Dr. John Kuhn made to social media, telling people to stop demonizing his teachers. I'm Brenna Gibbons, and I sat down with a concerned Abilene High School parent who says that this post didn't tell the full story.
It's very frustrating. So it's frustrating to see a superintendent that I guess lumps everyone together and says everyone's bad.
AISD parent Carson Reinders told us the situation started last week when his daughter was assigned a passage as homework that consisted of what he says was vulgar language.
She came to me and she's like, Dad, maybe I'm reading this wrong, but it just doesn't seem appropriate what I'm reading. And I said, well, let me see it real quick. And I read through it and I was like, what? And so I read it again and I had the same thought.
He told us he read it a few more times and then decided to have his wife read it when she got home.
And she read it and she's like, you give me a highlighter? So I got a highlighter out and she started highlighting. And there was some vulgarity, there was some inappropriate phrasing, there was sexual innuendo, there was lots of things.
Reinders says that the problem they had with the passage is that there was no context clues or perspective of how the book was written. He said the title of the book was not even on the paper.
So we shot the teacher an email. The next day she responded, she called me and we had a really good conversation on the phone. She actually, she was apologetic. She said, this wasn't meant to offend. That was when we found out what book it was from. She said, don't just tell her to set that homework aside. Tomorrow we'll reassign a new assignment and we'll move forward.
Reinders told us that the teacher and principal responded very professionally, and they were able to have the assignment removed. He said his problem is not with the teachers, but Dr. Kuhn.
I expect him to support his employees fully, but I also expect him to sit down and have a conversation with them and say, hey, talk to me about what happened. Tell me, let's walk through this and let's make sure it doesn't ever happen again. Instead of just going on for an interview on Facebook to just blast everybody and tell everybody that nobody supports the teachers.
He said he would have liked to have a conversation with Dr. Kuhn about the problem.
My wife messaged him and kind of walked through it with him, explained to him that the book was not assigned, and he used these words in his interview yesterday. If you put it on Facebook, it's been put to the court of public opinion.
If you post something on Facebook, you don't really get to get mad that somebody responds on Facebook because you took it to the court of public opinion.
In a text message from him, he said, I didn't put it on Facebook to bring it to the court of public opinion.
Reinders told us that he would like for Dr. Kuhn to have a sit-down discussion with him about this situation.
We stand in the gap for our kids. And I would hope every parent in the world would do that for their kid if they felt something was inappropriate.
To view Dr. Kuhn's full post or to see previous stories that we've done on this situation, visit our website at ktxs.com.